Hello there, welcome to my channel. We will be looking at some custom content for Create a Sim and Build Buy mode that I have recently downloaded that I wanted to share with you all. I know that sometimes CC shopping can be really overwhelming for some people, so they look to videos to find stuff that others maybe have recently uploaded, that people have created, or that others have found, and that's how they do their shopping that way. So I will be providing the links for all the stuff that I showcase in my video description, so make sure if it doesn't show everything, click show more in the video description because that's where all of the links to the stuff will be. So these three hairs here are actually by the same CC creator. They actually just retextured a hair that was converted by somebody else for The Sims 3. Now these two are similar, they just have different variations. So one's like version A, version C. I don't think I have one of the versions. There's meant to be 3, but it's in that download link that comes with these. And it's a really pretty hair. And then, like I showed this one first, this one I really love. I actually think I have the original converted version of it, but for some reason I downloaded the retextured version too. So there's different options there. This one I know for a fact was converted by MelCC, and they're, I mean, very, I think I would say at this point, known Sims 3 hair converter because they just do so many and they're just so generous with how many they make available for download for free. And this is just a really pretty hair. It's a nice short hair. You got a cute little wispy bang there. I think it's really cute. And then this one here is another hair I downloaded recently. This is another hair that I really think is so pretty. I love how they do the hairline for these like conversions because it just looks really natural. And this is a nice little I guess like half up half down hair because it has the braids, and then it has kind of like hair blowing in the wind. That's kind of like the way it's meant to be done. It's definitely good for like photo shoots too, if you want it to be specifically just to do still photos for your Sims. I think recently I also downloaded this. I don't know how recent it was, but I love using this hair. This hair is beautiful in my opinion. It is so pretty. I think this was also converted by MelCC. It's just so pretty. Like I love the beautiful braid and like the hair texture and like the little pieces falling. It's just it's so pretty. Anyway, I could go on staring at that hair. I think it's so nice. Then recently I also downloaded these. Now these definitely give more early custom content vibes from when The Sims 3 was still running, in my opinion, because it's really alpha hair. But this is from The Sims, I think, resource, but it's from the same creator if I'm not mistaken. So I just think that they're really cute hairs, so I wanted to show these off because I recently downloaded these. I don't typically download that many hairs from The Sims resource, but I thought these had really cute looks to them. I really like how the bangs look and stuff. I think it'd be cute for teenagers, this hair. So I downloaded that. And then this one I think is the last one to show, but I love this hair. I used to do my hair like this. I even used to have bangs at one point in my early 20s, and I used to sometimes do this look because I thought it looked cute. Did it actually look cute to me? That's for others to decide, I guess. But I still really like this hair. I think it's so adorable. Now this top is actually one of the things I wanted to show. I forget who converted it. Of course there'll be links for these though, but I think it's a really simplistic top. It is recolorable. You'll probably be able to see the textures better, but I don't want to go into that mode just because it's gonna have to reload everything. It'll take too long. But there's like buttons here. I love the little open things here with the clasps for the buttons and stuff. I think it's a really pretty design. And this is the shirt right here. This shirt is so pretty. And then there's a couple of other things here for sure. I have a whole set that I want to show because it recently was publicly released, and I'm super excited because it's my first time actually looking at it with you all. But we'll look at this first. So this here, I want to give a shout out to because this is a piece of clothing that was converted, I think, by Martassim, who is a part of a collab or like a group project with other CC creators for The Sims 3. And the project is an online magazine publication. It literally is a magazine, multiple pages. They work so hard each month. There is a monthly like published magazine, depending on, like, they do different themes and stuff like that, and they create sometimes specific custom content clothing or build buy that will be exclusively only allowed to be downloaded through the magazine. And they work so hard. I will provide links for that because I think I have custom content from both of the magazine publications. They've only released 2, August and September, and they're really cool, so check them out. But yeah, this is one of them. This is one of the things that you can download through it, and it's just so cute. I love these tops. This is another shirt I recently downloaded. I think this is through Patreon. I forget who converted this, but it's a super cool top with like, I like the sort of star in between both. So it's like, you get the star here and then the star crossed in between as well. So it's like kind of a double star thing. Okay, now this is where the set that I mentioned comes in that I wanted to show. So this is converted by R Star Sims. And let me see if there's anything else from this set that is available, or if it's only this top. Okay, so that's all I have for the tops. We'll go to this because for clothing, I only have a couple of pieces for the bottom pieces besides like the outfit category. So I also downloaded this skirt recently. I think this was from a lookbook. I just wanted to show this really quick. This obviously you can recolor and retexturize this part. These are preset swatches you can't change, but they're really cool. They remind me of like 90s styled skirts. I really liked this swatch. I think it's really cool. So that's one of them. There's also this skirt, which I don't know. I actually don't know who this is by, but I didn't even realize I downloaded this. I won't lie. This is so freaking pretty. Obviously, I'll have links for these in the video description, but I will be making a sim with an outfit with this skirt. I'm actually surprised. I didn't realize I downloaded this. Anyway, this is the skirt that goes with this top from the R Star Sims collection that just released, and these are the other swatches that go with it, but it's really cute. And there's more to show for it. Now this, oh my gosh, I haven't got to look at this yet. This looks beautiful. Holy crap. So this is, I think, from my like Tumblr mutuals. They convert CC. I think this is 4:3 from the fairies pack for The Sims 4 that released. And wow, look at these swatches. This is literally beautiful. I'm in shock. Oh my god, the texture, the color. This is gorgeous. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm in shock. Wait, anyway. So I will be providing, of course, links for these, but look at the pre-swatches. Look at how, this is actually gonna be one of my most favorite dresses. I will be using this constantly. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. The texture is beautiful. This is stunning. Okay, I'm sorry, I was like in shock. This is literally so nice. Okay, well anyway, this will be great for a fairy sim too. I mean, it has like the whole foliage with the leaves and stuff. I will be making a fairy sim eventually, and they will be using that as their formal wear. Oh, I totally forgot about this. This is another sort of, this could definitely be for a fairy. Now there's different like versions and textures and stuff like that. This was converted, I think their name is Nakari. I believe that's their name. I think they're a new creator in the Sims 3 community, but I could be completely wrong. I've only recently found their stuff though. This is a really cool vine set. Like, look at this cool outfit. This is really great for plant sims too. This would be great for a plant sim. I haven't used this yet, but I did download it recently. And I think that's really, really pretty. So that's another thing by them. Here we go. Perfect. Okay. So this is another part. Honestly, this is so cute. This reminds me, I don't know. Is this from that? Maybe I'm wrong. Is this from like the Winx saga? I've never actually watched Winx. Don't come for me. I think it might have been something I just never got into. Maybe I was a little too old and I was like a preteen at the time, or maybe I just simply didn't know about it. I could be really wrong and it was around my time. I don't know. But this kind of reminds me from the stuff I've seen from like the Winx saga stuff, but I could be wrong. This isn't from that. But look at the preset swatches. They're so pretty. So I'm assuming you can change the color of like the surrounding area, and you wouldn't be able to change maybe the color of the flower. Maybe that's the preset color. But wow, isn't that cute? I really love the pink one. That is so pretty. Oh, also this. I don't know if I haven't shown this. This is perfect also for a fairy or plant sim. This, I don't remember who I downloaded this from, but I'll have a link for it. I probably have it recently. Oh, it says right here. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. So this is so cool though. This is a really, really cool piece. And if you have like accessories for meshes and stuff, which I do have that in my game, you could probably layer this if you use NROS. That'd be so cool. Lastly, we have accessories before we move over to the build buy section of this video. So first we have from the R Star Sims collection that I showed, these sort of like lashes, but they're like petals. I don't know. It's a really cool accessory. Then also from the R Star collection, we also have this. Oh, the bangs are in the way, but I think you can tell by looking at this photo. You can see here, it is a flower crown. Obviously, this is something to be aware of, that if your Sims have bangs, they will be underneath the bangs, so you will want a hair that's pulled back. But super cute. And then on top, we have this here, which is a really, actually goes really well with the height of this hair. This cute, I guess you could call them clips. I don't really know what you would call it, but it is a flower hairpiece that goes on either side. And like, how adorable, right? And then there's another version here. So this one has no flowers on it. It's just like leaves and the wood pieces here, but that's another head crown, and I think these are enabled for like unisex, so anybody can use these ones in particular. And then lastly, I think this is the last thing, it's like a leaf choker necklace. How cute and simple is that? I can't zoom in too much because of where it's like laid out, it's over here, but how pretty is that? And now it's time for the build buy portion of this video. So first we're going to start with Martassimsbook because a lot of the stuff I want to show is from that creator. Now this here is a functional soda vending machine. Now I have a mod that is separate, so let's see, yeah, so it gives you all the soda options and you can click it as opposed to getting it randomized, but it functions like the stuff from the university pack. You do need that in order for this to work, or it won't be functional, or it might not even show up in your game actually, I'm not sure. But let's go back to the collection that I have here. So a lot of it is recent stuff, so this is like a shelf thing here, and this is all from like the same set by a twin mirror random objects. So there's a bunch of different things. This is kind of like a little store keychain rack, which I think is really adorable. And then this is sort of like waiting room or like subways, like train stations, sort of like chair set. I guess it functions like a bench, I'm not sure. And then this is just like a random table. Again, this is like just little random things, and there's more from this set actually. So let me get that stuff. I think we have, if I go to bathroom first, there should be, yeah, there's this towel rack here, which is really nice. I really like that towel rack. I think it's really cool, and I think it's recolorable. Yeah, it is cool. So you can completely recolor the towel and the rack itself to fit with your bathroom theme. And then if we go into the living room section, this is so, honestly, in my opinion, gorgeous. I know it's like it's probably high poly, so check the poly count. I know that Martassimsbook always puts a little text note for you if you want to check the poly count in case it's an issue for you. But it's like this velvety sofa, and it has so many swatches. You can't recolor it, unfortunately. You can only use the preset swatches, but I understand why, because of the texture. So, I mean, but look at these colors. This is so freaking cute. This would be cute for like a single Sims, like, you know, apartment, or someone who's really into like funky fashion and interior design, and you want really colorful retro stuff. Like, I just love the color swatches that this comes with. I think it's so nice. And then we have another sofa that's completely different style, and this is a bit more rustic, and it doesn't unfortunately allow you to change the texture or like fabric, but you can change the color completely. And then you have the channel to change the color of the wood. So those are two different sofas I've downloaded recently. And then I also downloaded recently from Martassimsbook as well this ginormous TV wall unit. Now, I don't really have too many TVs. This one is by Tikapoa, and it was converted from 4 to 3. It's a very tiny television, but just to give you an idea of the snapping points for the televisions, do I have another one that could go down here? Yeah, I do. Okay, so like it would snap here. I don't know how it will work when they have to fix it if it gets broken. I don't know how that works, but so this just gives you an idea of the snapping points for stuff. And it's a really ginormous wall unit, and you can recolor the first swatch is recolorable, the second one isn't, it's preset. But it has 2 channels to change this border here, and then the wood cabinetry as well. So you can completely customize it, which is very nice. And then these 2 things here, they are not from Martassimsbook, but they're in the living room tab, so I might as well show them now. These were converted from Sin & Plays. They do only 4 to 3 conversions, but someone did a conversion of Pineapple 4's vintage lamp set from Sims 2 to Sims 4, and then Sin & Plays converted this to Sims 3. So these are the only ones, unfortunately, that are available from that set, but I love these beautiful vintage pendant lamps. They are so pretty. They are preset swatches, unfortunately. I'll go on this angle because it's easier to see it that way, but The colors are so pretty. I love like the deep purple and blue and like red. Oh my gosh, look at that. Like I think that's gorgeous. I love that. And imagine like changing the light color to go with it too. That'd probably look really, really cool. So those are some things there. And then I think there's only a couple of things left. Hello, editing me here real quick. So unfortunately, I have to scrap most of the footage for a part of a review I do in this video because it was for the 4:3 restoration kit, and the creator, since I made this video and edited and uploaded the original, has deleted their entire catalog on Tumblr and is no longer downloadable, so I can't do a review on it since it's no longer available. So I just wanted to say that because you will see in the background quickly for a part of this video since I had to edit footage. Okay. Back to video me. And last but not least, we have this cafe bookcase by Martassim. I mentioned when I was doing the Creative portion of this video that they did both build buy and clothing stuff from the magazine issue. Now this was from the September issue, so you would have to go to that one to download this, but it is a bookcase and I think you can customize it. Now I have other stuff here that I can customize it with, so you would need other, like, I guess CC books or like bookcases or whatever, so you can, I guess, kind of like set it up that way. Well, okay, well, let's see. So I have all of these custom things from like Martassimsbook, like bookcases that you could kind of stack it with if you wanted to. I don't know if this is meant to be functional. I don't think it is, unfortunately. So you would need a custom bookcase, kind of like this one. I don't know where I got this from, so I apologize. I would check the magazine issue though, because there's multiple things. I might have missed something that I didn't download, maybe that goes with it. So that might be on my end, my fault. And that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to hit subscribe if you haven't already. It's a great way to support my channel for free and I would really appreciate it. Again, if you want to download any of this stuff, click the show more button in my video description because that's where all of the links will be. Thank you for watching and take care. Bye!